Superman who? Dwayne Johnson seems poised to turn the DC universe upside down with the release of Black Adam next week, at least according to those who've already seen the movie. Early reviews for the Warner Brothers flick have it pegged as an overwhelmingly brutal and honest take on the Black Adam character, who literally kills anyone and everyone in his way, per Collider's Stephen Weintraub. He wrote in his review, "Johnson's fantastic as Black Adam, and I loved that he didn't pull back on who Black Adam is." For those who might not know, DC's Black Adam seemed destined to fail in many people's eyes with all the woes that Warner Brothers has experienced as of late. Back in March, the film was reportedly pushed back from a summer release to October 21st, 2022 due to COVID-related production delays involving its visual effects. Producer Hiram Garcia explained the situation to The Wrap, saying, "I think we're just in a world right now where there was a huge and understandable freeze-up when the pandemic hit and a lot of productions were put on hold. Now that the industry has really roared back, the pipeline for VFX is so jammed, and we're just in a situation where the majority of VFX houses are just completely swamped with work." With this in mind, many people feared that Black Adam was doomed to fail in the eyes of critics and audiences. But according to people who got early screenings of Black Adam, the DC film is unlike any comic book movie that's come before it, with one critic even describing it as a 300-style action spectacle. Critic Paul McGuire-Grimes tweeted that it was, quote, "epic on every level." Similarly, Screen Rant's Joe Deckelmeyer tweeted, "Black Adam is a game changer. Dwayne Johnson is electrifyingly brutal as Black Adam. The action in the film is non-stop, and seeing the Justice Society of America on the big screen was a thrill." While it definitely looks like there are a few things in the movie worth griping about, the overall consensus for Black Adam seems to be that it's a possible scale tipper for DC's extended universe following Marvel's recent missteps with critically lukewarm films like Black Widow, Eternals, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Thor: Love and Thunder. Some people have even wondered if fans are getting tired of Marvel movies now in the wake of the conclusion to the decade-long Infinity Saga. If early reviews of Black Adam are true, then Johnson may not have been ambitious enough when he said this sentiment.
"The hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change."
For many reviewers, DC's Black Adam isn't just a breath of fresh air for the Hollywood superhero genre, but all of the DCEU as a whole. Ben Rolfe of Discussing Film tweeted, "Black Adam is DC's most action-packed film to date. It's a non-stop thrill ride that is all about spectacle, and it knows it." He also added, "Dwayne Johnson is a perfect Black Adam. Plus, Pierce Brosnan is a standout." Content creator and entertainment journalist Matt Ramos hasn't seen Black Adam yet, but he fully expects the film to help shift the tide for Warner Brothers and DC films. On October 12th, Ramos tweeted, "If Black Adam is as great as the reviews say, DC might have slammed Marvel this year." In a separate tweet, which came later in the night as more and more reviews for Black Adam rolled in, Ramos declared, quote, "DC is back." While the Marvel vs. DC rivalry may be fun for fans and critics, it's something that the movie stars themselves apparently don't pay much mind to. Or at least that's how Dwayne Johnson sees it.
"I kneel before no one."
In an October 12th interview at the New York City premiere of Black Adam, he told the Associated Press, "Do I think we are going to take any kind of bite out of Marvel? That answer is unequivocally no." Johnson added, "We don't want to be Marvel, we want to be DC and how we do things. So that's what I want. I don't want to take a bite of that apple. I want to grab a new apple, and I want to create from there."